happy 2021. I've got my tea because it's really cold in London. I don't remember it being this cold, honestly. My running theory is that it's because there's less pollution because everybody's locked inside at the moment. And so the wind might just be crisper than it was when everybody was out and about. I could be wrong, but that's my theory. Anyway, I have 5 of these a day now, and I've never been a tea drinker really before, but really am now. Anyway, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Gosh, I started this with such enthusiasm in 2019 and it very quickly fell by the wayside. I got very overwhelmed by my to-do list, which as per usual was overly ambitious, and I couldn't do the YouTube channel in the way that I wanted to do it. I wanted it to be good, and I just didn't have the brain space to do it, so it sort of went away. But it's a new year and it's something that I want to reinvigorate and try and do far more regularly. So here we are. I thought I would start with a bit of a wrap up of 2020, the year that was. It seems like a good place to start, and so much happened. And sometimes I feel like I can barely remember yesterday, so this is maybe a nice way to put everything down officially, so in 10 years time when I really don't remember, I've got something nice to look back on, as do potentially all of you guys. You can go back and see where I started, which would be nice. So gosh, it was an interesting start to the year. So I knew that I was going to be moving back to London at that point. And the team knew, and obviously Mum and a couple of really close friends knew, and I was planning on leaving in April. So things were moving very quickly. We went online with all of our fabric in February, which was a mammoth task. Just bonkers. It was bonkers. Getting hundreds of fabrics onto a website. Pretty much single-handedly I did that job. I sort of let the ladies, you handle the floor, I'm gonna do the internet bit. So I really did do it by myself, and it was just it was amazing. But we had that up and running in February, which was really, really exciting, and I mean just incredibly lucky in terms of timing, because obviously no one at that point knew what was happening or what was coming. I mean, it was happening at that point, we just didn't really know about it. So that was, that was great, and I was so proud about sort of branching into that aspect of having an e-commerce arm of the business. It was something that all of you guys had been asking for, is the fabric online? We got loads of Instagram comments about it. So I was really pleased to be able to start offering that at the beginning. And then, the April leave date was looming, and then coronavirus. And then coronavirus kicked off. And all plans changed. I was, looking back on it now, it's very funny, hilariously determined to still get here. And I was thinking, maybe June, we'll see, I've got some things. I have to get back for a show. There was a show that I wanted to be in here, that I wanted to be back for auditions for. So I was like, no, this is definitely, I'll be fine. I'm definitely still going. We'll just delay it a little bit. Ridiculous. So yes, we were, again, so lucky that we'd had the fabric online, but that also the business of Queen of Fabric and patchwork and craft shops similarly, globally are COVID friendly. Everybody was inside and wanting to make things. And of course, masks. I mean, the demand for fabric for masks was so immense that the mills were actually running out of the fabric. So, you know, you couldn't get black and white fabric for ages. It just, the world ran out of black and white fabric, which was remarkable. And the team was, you know, incredible. And I also was working on the floor 7 days a week all of a sudden, and it was exhausting. It was a doozy. It was a doozy. But we got through it, and all of you lovely customers were just so wonderful, and so patient with the mail being really slow. And, you know, we were just really, really grateful for everyone's support and kindness during that very sort of scary time when no one really knew what was happening, but we all knew it was really bad. You know, that we're not set up to deal with that kind of uncertainty like that. So that was intense, and obviously delayed my announcement. So while we sort of figured that all out, we kept going, and actually staying home for longer meant that I got to see most of Mum's book come together. I was in London the last time when she was putting together her first book, so I wasn't there to see it or even to help. But this time I was actually living with Mum and Dad, which was lovely, and I got to see the whole lot come together. And obviously, as two designers, Mum and I bounce ideas off each other and all sorts of bits and pieces. And, you know, I might have done a few of the hexagons for tea and cake for her just in the morning. Quick, help me put the papers in these hexagons, please, because this task is mammoth. So it was really lovely to be able to sort of be there and see that come together and help out a little bit where I could. So that was a highlight of 2020, I think, and obviously the launch of the book later in the year in November was just wonderful. The book's great. The book's wonderful. And so proud of Mum on her second book. Just amazing. So that was another highlight of 2021. Gosh, what else? I mean, I did move to London eventually. So I think I announced it to everybody in June-ish, because I rebooked for August in the end. Obviously, that show that I wanted to do didn't happen. So I missed no auditions. But yeah, I announced in June and let everybody know that it was happening, and I was still incredibly headstrong about leaving. I was going. There was, I think we knew at that point that the Festival of Quilts had been cancelled, but I still had the knitting and stitching show booked in, and I knew that there was a good 50% chance that it, you know, wouldn't go ahead. But my reasoning was I wanted to go there and be ready if it did happen. And if it didn't, that was fine, and we'd do something else if it didn't, and cool. But I didn't want to miss the opportunity to be ready for it if it did. So that was my reasoning. And so I got on a plane, which was very exciting. And then launched my Queen of Fabric business in the UK, which was also equally as exciting. At the moment, my shop is in my living room, which is here. So I've got shelves exactly like you would in the shop, but it's in my living room, which I'm quite enjoying, actually. It makes everything very colourful. I don't have them coordinated by colour, actually, now that I'm looking at them. And because in the shop we have everything organised by colour. I wonder what it would look like if I moved it around and did it all by colour. I might do that if I get bored. Sounds like a fun way to spend a day. So that was really exciting. Really exciting. And I hope this year will bring, you know, some events that I can come to. I'm so keen to come to some events, but obviously not until it's safe for everyone. I think, you know, things are pretty dire in London right now, and in the UK in general with this new strain. So got to stay safe and be inside until this vaccine is rolled out properly, and everybody, hopefully by summer, maybe a little bit more freedom and more safe. So gosh, more 2020 things. The Liberty. Yes, the Bespoke Liberty range. So this sort of came about while I was calling everybody, letting them know I was leaving to go and open up in London, and just, you know, going through the bits and pieces of how we were going to manage ordering fabric and all that kind of, you know, stuff. And the opportunity to do a range came up, and I thought, yes, that sounds like a great plan. I will definitely do that. And just possibly, I mean, one of the most exciting career moments of my life so far. Can it be topped? Let's see. No, but just so honoured to be able to do it. I mean, I think I squealed and ran downstairs and told Mum, and then Mum squealed, and it was lots of squealing. We've obviously been Liberty of London lovers for eons. So developing that range was just so exciting. And I do all of my own design work on the laptop. So I I sat for hours just changing the color of every single fabric I liked, going, and this one, and this one, and this one. So I think I had something like 25. And I was like, I have to whittle it down to 6. Has to be 6, and it has to be cohesive, because a lot of them were very different colors, and they just did not, like, they were great as individuals, but not a range. Not a range. So eventually I ended up with the 6 that I've got as my first. Obviously I've got all those other thoughts as backups for the next round, but this one, yes, I'm so proud of. Thank you to my mother for letting me into her stash, obviously. She's got gems from the 70s, like Haxby and Caprice were some offcuts that she had. So yeah, I got to do that, which was just an amazing highlight for 2020. And obviously my launch product for the UK, which is great. And it is almost coming. It's almost coming. Unfortunately, due to COVID and Brexit and all sorts of things, the shipping and the printing has been more traumatic than we thought it would be, which seems to be the theme of 2021. We thought X, but Y. And then also Z, and then some new letters of the alphabet that no one knew existed until now. So anyway, it is coming, should be shipped this week, and then it's about another 2 weeks away. Getting there on a plane and cutting and packing and all that kind of stuff. So it's coming, guys, it's coming. Yes, so that's everything. I think from a me perspective from 2020, we did managed to design the Liberty Sweetheart block of the month, which was a lot of fun. Really proud of that one. That one's going to be an ongoing block of the month, actually. So for right now, it's only available in the UK. Or as in via the UK shop. It's international sign-ups. You can sign up if you want to, but it's only running through the UK website at the moment. But it will potentially, once I am able to come back for a visit and organise everything, potentially we can launch that through the Australian website as well. And because it's the same kind of block, it can be an always-on kind of thing, and you can sign up whenever you want, and it's 12 months, and then you've got a lovely Liberty and shot cotton quilt. So very, very exciting for that one. I really wanted to do an ongoing kind of block of the month. I did also get sort of halfway through a block of the month that I was going to launch for 2021, and I'm just not for 2021. So I'm going to keep working on it, and potentially it will be a new one for 2022. And it will be another sort of étoile autumn calling style block of the month. There'll be limited numbers, and you'll get exactly the same fabric as in that quilt. So there's half the fabric's out the back in Melbourne already, just sitting waiting. Storeroom's a crazy place. So I'm pleased with 2021. I was busily designing in the background, and also I've got another one that I'm staring at on my floor. That's just going to be a normal pattern. But I just need to finish quilting it and do the photography, and then I can launch it. So that will be a new Emma Mary Designs quilt pattern, hopefully within the next couple of months, because I haven't done one under my own name for a while. Yeah, good. That, I think, really does wrap up my 2021. My 2020. It's 2021 now. I mean, can we wrap it now? Can we just like fast forward and find out what happens next year and everything's normal again? Because that sounds actually compelling. I would be okay with that. It's not a thing, but I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting this weird sense of time moving both incredibly quickly and incredibly slowly all at the same time, which is a real, mind screw up. I don't want to swear on my YouTube channel, but I do swear a lot in real life. So anyway, we'll see how I feel about that. This is very unscripted. So I need to potentially do more scripting on my next ones. It's going quite long. It's 16 minutes now. Hope you're not bored. Good. All right. I'm going to say goodbye now. So welcome back to the YouTube channel. More videos will be coming. I don't know what they are yet. I have vague ideas, but I'm in the middle of planning it out. And stay safe and well, please. Love people, but stay away from them. Just stay away from them. And I will see you all very, very soon. Bye.